Hello and welcome in, everyone. Sir D here. Um, Dan's not with us today, and neither is Wild because it's Sunday and well, everybody's got real life stuff to do. So just me today. I thought we'd get a little more in depth with the base setup that I was using for incursions, because that was kind of a short video, and people would like to know if some of the officers are interchangeable and stuff like that, which they are to if not to a lesser degree. Um, so let's go ahead and get into that. We can go and see what I was using. So I've got them already set up, what I was using before. And remember these three on the end are just icing on the cake. They're not necessary. So we'll go down here and we'll start with the smallest one. And first I'll explain why I'm using the ships that I'm using. That might help. So I'm using Explorers because I always keep my disco docked for easiest, fast getaways and avoiding being stung and things of that nature. So I use Explorers because of that reason. Okay, and I keep Yuki on the minor because she requires at least 3 rounds to suck shields completely down 100%. So she needs to, essentially die last. And minors are not part of the combat triangle, so they are always going to be attacked last. So any officers that you want to keep alive longer, put them on a minor, is basically what I'm saying. Okay, I'm using Explorers because I use the disco, and it's okay if, like I was saying in the first video, if this crew, the one with Harrison on it, dies first, because as we see here, for the first round of combat, Harrison ignores 60% of the shields, and with the setup I've got here, he's doing considerably more than that. He's sucking 160% of the shields on the first round, meaning for the very first round, your opponent has 0 shields, which is ideal, and I'll explain why here. Why this is so important. Go in here to our research building, and we'll go into the galaxy tree. Enhanced defenses. And you want to max this puppy out as soon as possible. Flat bonus to station defense stats in the first round of combat only. That's 1,000% bonus to your first round of combat for your turrets. Okay, so you're just, no shields and 1,000% to weapon damage in the first round. Yeah, this is why Harrison is so important. He's not, you love him, but he's not necessary for the defense to work still. Okay. And we're back. Oh, you gotta love those glitches. This game is totally stable. There are no bugs. There is no lag. Anyway, as I was saying, that research is, you want to get that maxed out as soon as possible because it's pretty awesome. Okay, now for this first setup, the Harrison setup. Like I said, it's not essential for the setup to work, but it's awesome to have them. Now, are these officers interchangeable? Yes, they are. Okay, so instead of, a lot of people are not going to have Picard to make that setup work. So we'll go down here and we'll throw him on there. Got regular old Pike, Moreau. It's doing the same thing, just enhancing Harrison's ability. Oh, that's not giving 40%, that's for sure. Not with synergy. Now it's up to 120 with Harrison, and it's 60, so you're looking at 180% of shield drop first round. So, it's fine if this guy dies round 1, which is why we're using the Relta. Costs you a penny, and it costs them £1. So, yeah, that's why we're using that. Oh, no, we're doing more setups. Yeah, let's do that. We're good. Okay, now, a lot of lower level players are not going to have even Pike or Harrison. So here's what we can do with that. Let's go. Where's the doctor? Is he on an away team's mission? He might be on an away team's mission. So we're gonna see if he is and pull him out if he is, because we kinda need him. Oh no, he's not. Well, where the crap is he then? Okay. I'm gonna put on my readers so I can see better. My word. Hey, look at that. Oh, there he is. Okay. Now, a lot of people aren't going to know this about McCoy because nobody runs him as captain. But, ta-da. Now, looky here. Now, McCoy does the same thing as Picard and Pike. Now, we'll hook him up so Synergy's working. We'll see how much of a bonus he's actually giving. Now, look. McCoy gives a bonus of 35% to all officer abilities of the officers on the bridge during combat. So he's doing the same thing as Pike and Picard, just to a lesser degree. So 35% added to his, you're still getting 95% shield strip first round, which is not, I mean, it's not going to suck 100% like it would if it was Pike or Picard, but, you know, if you don't have them, this will do in a pinch. And now, using any of those three combos, you can swap Harrison out for any number of people. Like, let's see. Where is she? Okay, well, we'll just do this. I'm actually throwing up a lot of people that I don't normally use, so I don't know where they're all at. Okay. You can do this with her. Of course, she needs to be on a battleship, though. But you can, I mean, same concept, as long as you're using a battleship. Which means you'd have to swap those other 4 ships, because you want them to die in a certain order. You know, like I said, it's okay if this one dies first. I'm trying to find Tal, because Tal would be ideal to use in here. And remember, using officers that require a status effect, you know, you can throw them in there because you are running a ship that's just running all status effects. And that's set up to die way at the end of the fight. So any officer relying on those can use those. Okay, where's Tal? Where's Tal? Where's Tal? I can't find him. There he is. Yeah. So Tal is going to do the same thing with the health of the ship that Harrison was doing with the shields of the ship. He's just going to, you know, suck them away, basically. So it's a good run if you don't have Harrison. Tal's easier. Well, I'm not going to say easier to get, but I think more people have him than do Harrison. Okay, so that's that. Let's put my regular crew on there. And those are the different setups that you can use for that ship and or crew. Come on, give me that. Okay. Now for this setup. This really, I mean, you can use synergy with her if you want to. You know, use these guys for added status effects. But I would only recommend that if you're gonna run her on the baby jelly, because that'll add something to her stuff, her captain's ability. But other than that, these two are actually giving her more to her bonus. And everybody has these two. They're commons. You get them at the beginning of the game. So, you know, I would just stick with this. Pretty much everybody's going to have these guys. There's not really a swap out that's better. But like I said, you can swap out for synergy with any of the crew that she comes with. But yeah, I would recommend keeping that the same. And on a minor so that it lasts longer. Okay, and we were running this for this. Okay, most people are going to have the Discovery crew that I'm running here. And if you don't have Burnham here, which a lot of people aren't, a lot of lower level players aren't, you can swap him out for any of these guys. Him will just add burning to this setup. Giorgio is on the other ship, so I wouldn't recommend swapping it out for that. But you can run him here if you want. He'll be able to take advantage of whatever burning you have running on that other ship. So it's not necessary that it's here. So yeah, I mean, you can, any of these would work fine. You know, I just recommend sticking with the Disco crew on the Disco if you keep the Disco in dock like I do. But either way, I would recommend the Disco crew, even if you don't have a Disco on your ship, just because it's less weapon damage for Saru. Shield strip. Is that shield strip? Every time. Chance of decreasing opponent's officer's attack. Cumulative. So that's good. And this is opponent shield health right here. And, whoops, hey, don't want to do that. Burn him. Like I said, most people, a lot of people aren't going to have her. So, swappable. Okay, this setup. This is the setup I was talking about that's going to have, all your status effects plus, I mean, not all, but you can even put the below decks guys over here, but I'm not sure if you saw with down here. This is where I put the status effects that I want to last the longest because, as I said, it's a minor, so it's going to die last. And then these status effect guys here with your crass to stop ROM. And you can do that. You can, if you have Lorca, you can use Lorca. I think you can even use Kang. Let me check. Or does Kang need to be captain? No, Kang needs to be captain, so no, that won't work. But you can use anybody that'll give you. Where is my lord? Where are these people? There he is. And you can throw him up there. We're not going to do that though because he's somewhere else right now. Where are you? Get back up here. Yeah, your status effects on either side of Crass. That's the ship you want them on. You want them on your bigger ship, so it lasts longer, just like with the status effects on your minor. The pawn setup, like I said, it's not a must. This one's a must. This one, because you want to have 3 ships, just so Yuki has time to work. I would say that one's not that one. This one's a must, and then the miner's a must for the setup to work. So the jellyfish is not a must-have, but pawn is awesome when he works. We saw it in the log in the first video for base defense, and this one I would not recommend swapping out unless you're going to put in like the Yuki crew here. And that would just mean running more smaller explorers so that Yuki has time to work on this ship. But she will work faster on this ship. So it'll only take her 2 rounds to strip somebody 100% on the jelly. If you want to go that route. And these are just extra, not even necessary. Like I said, you're always going to have your one fighting ship with your PvP crew, and that's what these are. And this stuff is just, I run. Okay, we'll pull this one out. We'll go out here, and I'll show you why I use the 2 that I use besides the explorers and the miner. Okay, so we pull this one out. And when somebody hits my ship, or hits my base, they're going to hit either the Relta first, the Kelvin first, or the Newton first. Whichever ship they bring, it's going to attack the cross one, the one that's is weakest to in the combat triangle. So if they bring an explorer, they're gonna hit my battleship first. Or I mean, sorry, they're gonna hit my Kelvin first. That gives all these guys plenty of time to attack, and then I got this guy who is who beats the explorer in the combat triangle. So he's got that first round when it doesn't have any shields to just pound the living shit out of him. See how that works? You got one to tie him up and one to pound him to dust. That's why you use one of each type and then run like these four of all the same type. And this way you can control which ones die first. So, if they come with a battleship, it's going to hit that Relta first. And if it makes it through the Relta, which hate to tell you it's gonna, but that's why it's a Relta and it only costs you a penny to repair. Okay, then it's going to move on to the jellyfish. Okay, that's 2 rounds or 2 attacks depending on how big the ship is. Some get more attacks per round than others. And then the next one, if it's a battleship still hitting explorers, it's going to go all the way through the chain of explorers before it hits anything else. So that's going to take out my Valdor next. And then after that, then it's got to work its way through the other 2 that are in dock. And then it gets to hit the battleship on the end. And then it's got to do your guns and stuff. So that's how the setup works. That's why I use the ships that I use. And yes, the officers are in fact interchangeable with other officers that lower level players do have. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative to all of you. And have a wonderful day. I'm out. Oh, crap. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you like the content. Now I'm out.